Hello once again. Well, it's good to be back with you once again in this battle against ignorance. Before we enter the battlefield today, why don't you go ahead and give me a like and become a subscriber in this battle for correction and redirection. Well, on Monday, I left the snow-covered grounds of my home in D.C. and flew to Fort Lauderdale, Florida for a week of golf in the sun. Although my plans were to enjoy some relaxing golf in the Florida sun, I quickly was reminded that this battle gives no days off. There was no rest from this battle for correction and redirection. While playing golf, I was treated to some very interesting dialogue regarding the violent nature of black teens in Miami. I listened to my playing partner, some successful and productive black men, explain why they avoid black teens at all costs. The only thought that went through my head was the sarcastic thought that thinking like this, if black men continue to think like this, the black community would never turn around. After listening to multiple stories about black teen violence in Miami, I decided to go ahead and do a little research myself. I discovered two incidents that stood out to me. The first incident was actually video recorded. A group of teens started a fight that caused chaos at the Bayside Marketplace in Miami. A group of approximately 15 black teens beat and stomped a man who got out of his car to check who threw something that hit his car. The other incident involved a black teen being arrested for possession of a firearm in a Broward County high school. During the round of golf the following day, I decided to go ahead and do a little research and engage my playing partners to see what they felt was the root cause of the calamitous state of black teens in Miami. The consensus among these very intelligent, very productive, and very successful black men was the root cause was the decline of the two-parent household. These gentlemen believe with all their hearts and soul that the catastrophic state of black teens would be greatly reduced if these children were being raised in two-parent households with their mother and their father. They felt that black teens were overrepresented in youth crimes in the United States and Miami in particular, simply because it correlated with the fact that the black community was the largest community of single-parent households in the country. Never one to argue another person's truths or beliefs, I decided to go ahead and do a little research myself to see if there was the slightest correlation with this so-called data that would make me feel inclined to dig a little deeper into the matter. What I discovered in the data taken from the latest U.S. Census Bureau, take that for what you want, was that Black and American Indian or Alaska Native kids are most likely to live in single-parent households, with 64% of Black children and 49% of American Indian or Alaska Native children fitting this demographic. White and Asian and Pacific Islander kids are the least likely to live in single-parent households, with 24% of white children, and look at this, only 16% of Asian or Pacific Islander children fitting that demographic of growing up in single-parent households. Latino children and multiracial kids fall somewhere in the middle, with 42% and 38% of the kids from these groups, respectively, actually living in single-parent household families. It appears that there's a slight possibility that the data shows that there's a valid starting point for further research regarding the correlation between single-parent black households and the ferocious downward spiral of black teens in America. Well, it appears that I'm going to need a resupply of resources if I'm going to battle this enemy within the black community that seems to be the Mount Everest of obstacles to overcome in the black community. I see that you've made an interesting move. Let me go ahead and make another move. Don't get fooled by this one.